Middle-class families are earning more money than they were a few years ago, but somehow life feels tighter, not looser. A household making $120,000 used to sound stable, maybe even comfortable. Now, a lot of those same families feel one HVAC repair away from panic. And the strange part is, many of them are technically doing everything right. They work full-time, they bought reasonable homes, they drive normal vehicles, they are contributing to retirement, they are not blowing money at luxury stores every weekend. So why does life still feel so financially heavy? Because the modern middle class has a hidden problem. Most financial advice still does not understand. The pressure is no longer coming from bad decisions. It is coming from the cost of maintaining normal life. And that changes everything. A lot of internet money advice still talks like families are overspending on lattes and vacations, but real middle-class pressure usually looks different. It looks like groceries quietly costing $300 more a month. It looks like insurance deductibles rising while coverage gets more expensive. It looks like vehicle prices becoming absurd right when your paid-off car starts failing. It looks like daycare costing almost as much as a mortgage payment. And the dangerous part is not any single expense. It is what happens when all of them stack together at the same time. That is where people start feeling trapped. The Federal Reserve found that nearly 4 in 10 Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency with cash. That surprises people because many of those households are employed. Some have decent incomes, but employment and stability are no longer the same thing. That is one of the biggest financial shifts nobody really talks about. A lot of financial advice assumes income automatically creates security. Real life does not work that way anymore. Higher income often comes with higher fixed expenses, bigger mortgage, higher property taxes, more expensive health insurance, 2 vehicles instead of 1, kids' activities, more subscriptions, bigger expectations. So families earn more money, but lose flexibility. And flexibility is what actually creates financial calm, not income alone. The wealthy understand this better than most people realize. Internet culture tells people wealth looks flashy, but quiet wealth usually looks boring. Low fixed expenses, large emergency reserves, paid-off vehicles, room to breathe. That last part matters more than people think, because the real damage of financial pressure is not mathematical. It is emotional. When every paycheck already has a destination, small problems stop feeling small. A tire replacement feels personal. A medical bill feels threatening. A leaking roof feels catastrophic. Not because the family is irresponsible, because the margin disappeared. And once financial margin disappears, life starts feeling fragile. This is also why so many middle-class families feel exhausted right now. They are not just managing money. They are managing constant low-level financial tension. That tension changes behavior over time. People delay maintenance, avoid doctor visits, keep old vehicles longer than they should, push off retirement contributions, use credit cards to smooth temporary problems. At first, those choices seem manageable, until several years pass. Then the delayed costs arrive all at once. Most financial problems are not explosions, they are pressure leaks. That is an important difference. The internet likes dramatic stories, huge wins, huge losses. But middle-class financial stress usually happens quietly. One higher bill here, one renewal increase there, one unexpected repair, one overtime cut, one prescription cost. Then eventually a family looks up and wonders why they cannot get ahead despite working constantly. And honestly, a lot of families are asking the wrong question. The question is not, why am I bad at money? The better question is, how expensive has stability become? That changes the conversation. Because modern middle-class life now requires more resilience than optimization. Most online financial advice focuses on maximizing returns. Real families usually need shock absorbers first, emergency savings, low debt obligations, manageable housing costs, reliable transportation, insurance that actually protects against major losses. Those things are not exciting, but they prevent financial collapse when real life happens, and real life always happens eventually. The strange thing is that many families chase visible success before building invisible stability. Bigger house, newer vehicle, nicer lifestyle. Not because they are reckless, because culturally, that is what success is supposed to look like. But financially, it often creates a dangerous trade-off. The household looks successful while becoming easier to break. That contradiction is everywhere now. A lot of families have higher incomes than their parents did, yet less breathing room. Part of that is inflation, part is housing, part is healthcare, part is simply that modern life has more recurring costs attached to it. The Bureau of Labor Statistics shows household spending on essentials has risen dramatically over time, especially housing, transportation, food, and medical care. And unlike older generations, many households now live in systems built around recurring payments. Monthly financing, subscriptions, installments, auto-pay everything. That creates an invisible effect. People stop evaluating total cost. They only evaluate monthly survivability. And those are very different things. A $700 payment does not feel dangerous when viewed alone, but 5 or 6 large monthly obligations together can quietly remove every ounce of flexibility from a household. That is where stress starts multiplying. The dangerous part is not always debt itself. It is what debt removes later. Choice, breathing room, recovery speed, opportunity. That is why some families making less money actually feel calmer financially. Their lives cost less to maintain, and maintenance cost matters more than appearances. The middle class used to build wealth slowly through consistency. Now many families are stuck playing defense, trying to preserve stability, trying not to fall backward, trying to absorb rising costs without collapsing emotionally. That changes how people experience money entirely. And honestly, most people do not want to become internet rich. They just want the pressure to calm down a little. They want one emergency to not destroy the month. They want retirement to feel possible. They want groceries to stop feeling ridiculous. They want their paycheck to feel like progress again. That is why the real solution is usually simpler than people expect. Not easy, but simpler. The goal is not financial perfection, it is financial resilience. That means creating margin before chasing optimization. Lower fixed expenses where possible. Avoid lifestyle inflation when income rises. Keep emergency savings boring and liquid. Protect against major downside risks. Build a life that can survive interruptions, because interruptions are normal now. Most of internet financial advice was built for predictable worlds. Modern families live in unpredictable ones. That is the real shift, and once you understand that, something important happens. You stop measuring success by appearances. You start measuring it by durability. Can the household absorb stress? Can it survive interruptions? Can it handle one hard year without collapsing? That is what stability actually means now. Not looking rich, not sounding successful, not optimizing every dollar, just becoming harder to break financially over time. And honestly, that mindset shift alone relieves a lot of pressure, because many middle-class families are not failing. They are trying to build stable lives during one of the most expensive periods normal families have faced in decades. That does not mean hopeless. It just means the rules changed, and families who understand the new rules earlier usually recover faster. If you want real wealth without hype, follow along.